What's good, everyone? We got Lee with us today. Lee is an insanely talented music producer. I've heard a lot of different songs from him, and he blows me away. He's doing a great job in his content creation, posting really cool, fun videos, making it really relatable, and he's an avid video gamer, which is really cool. Awesome stuff. You're all over the place, man, and I love it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, do you want to tell us about yourself? A little something?
Oh, yeah, sure, man. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious. My name's Lee. I make electronic music, but I mean, it doesn't just limit just to electronic. I dip in other stuff like, house music, like house and, just beat making and all that stuff. But I also am a registered behavior technician, so I help with people with autism. That's a fun job. I really love to do that. I also really love to make food. He said himself, I play video games. I don't play video games as much as I did when I was younger, man, but I still love playing video games a lot. It's pretty awesome. Some of my video games are a little bit of, like, specifically soundtracks or, like, some inspiration to my music. So that's basically the quick summary of me.
I love that. Fun fact, I used to be a behavior technician as well a couple years ago. Yeah, so that's a cool thing we share in common. I didn't know that.
Dude, it's a fun job, man. It really is. It's super rewarding too. Like
it is.
Yeah, like I mean, I can't like say the client, but like because about HIPAA and stuff. But like just seeing, like, I have my current client with, like, she couldn't like speak at all, man, and now like she's speaking to me in like full sentences, like, I want to do this, and like back like when I first met her, she would grunt at me and like she would make groans and moans, but like just it's so rewarding that you actually like help them out and like become better to express themselves, like it's really
Definitely.
beautiful, man.
I love that, man. That's so cool. I love that you do that. Really cool. My hat's off to you.
Thank you.
Cool. So we'll just get into the questions. How would you describe your sound, and how has it evolved over the years?
Well, I would say currently my sound is kind of more retro and nostalgic, but like still modern. Like it's still like right there with you, but it's like present, but also you feel like it's like nostalgic and grainy. That's like the best way I could say it currently. When I first started, and I'm sure every artist can like agree with this, like when you first start making music, you don't really know like what your sound is because you never done it before. You never made your sound before. So you kind of go off by like inspirations. So like my sound originally was like trying to like copy, like dubstep, like Skrillex, and like trying to do something like that, or like Deadmau5. And then it just ended up becoming kind of more like where it's like I still get inspirations from artists like those guys, but then it became like my own sound as well. So it's like there's still inspirations from them, but it's like ultimately ends up becoming like my own sound, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. So you've transformed it into your own. That's the evolving part of it, and I like it. And it's cool that you say that because I guess I can hear a little bit of that inspiration in your music, but it really has become your own. Because if you had told me like, oh man, I just something I came up with one day, I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. I love that.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I love my music too, man. I'm very happy with the music that I ended up coming with today. I'm pretty proud of it.
Awesome. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. So your content has been gaining a lot of traction online. What do you think the key is to connecting with your audience?
That's a really good question, because that took me like a lot of like brainstorming and thinking, and like even like years of just like being like, should I do this? And it's like, I don't know if I should do this, because like I saw a interview with Jon Bellion. If you don't know who he is, shout out to him. And he's a talented singer, talented artist, man. I love his music. But Jon Bellion came out with like an interview, and at some point in the interview, I forgot when, but he said, if you're willing to look silly and stupid in front of a lot of people, you have such a huge like the sky is the limit for you. And so I remember him saying that, and I was like, you know what? It's like this, like I was like that speaks volumes to me. It's like I think I could look stupid and silly. I've already done it so far. Like I could do it. I could do it in front of the camera. So I think that part of it is confidence, just not worrying about what other people are going to say, as long as you're being genuinely yourself, like, you know, just be confident. And another way is to just, it doesn't have to, don't overthink it. I tend to overthink like content sometimes, to where it's just like, what should I do? It's like, and you overthink, it's like, it should be a groundbreaking. It's like, it doesn't have to be groundbreaking. I literally like I made content about this, bro, and it did well. It's fine because other people can relate to it. They love milk. You can see her a little bit back there, but I have a bearded dragon back there. People love her. People are like, oh my god, it's so cute. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It really doesn't. And like also just expressing your genuine, expressing like your views as well. Just be yourself, man. I know it sounds pretty corny and cheesy, but like as long as you're being yourself, investing also as well, like make sure like you save up a lot of money. I know that's pretty hard these days because like bills are pretty bad and all that stuff, but that's just kind of like the reality. You kind of have to save your money, and like maybe because I mean there's days where it's just like, you know, I'm investing and it's just like, all right, I got to get some ramen noodles out for like the next like 5 or 6 days, but it's worth it anyways, because like this is my focus. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like you know, gain more popularity, gain more attention and an audience, and it's still working out so far, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, you're doing awesome, man. Your videos, I'm like, whoa, this is cool, because they're fun. They're light. They're not super dark or anything. I think a lot of people can just enjoy them. And then what I really love is that you tie it back into your music. And you're like, oh yeah, by the way, my project drops, you know, this day. Make sure to follow or check it out if you're interested.
Yeah. I say this is another thing also. I try to say it super quick also, because like if you just go off like, hey, so like my music is like if you say it's like, I know it sounds like it's normal speaking and like in a normal dialogue it is, but that's not going to catch people's attention. So I'm like, all right, so like I can't really, I have to practice a little bit because I have a stammer and stutter, so I have to practice it. But you have to say it super, super fast and like get their attention really quick, because like, you know, people are like swiping like literally like that all the time. And you also analytics as well. Check your analytics. You can see like if a video is like doing well and how long people are watching your videos. Some like I've seen people watch like a video do well, but usually they watch like 2 seconds of it. Like that's like most like 80. It will be like 70% of people watch 2 seconds of it. I'm like, well, I mean like there's like this many views and like there's math to it obviously, but like so like. Quick and simple. That's the best way I can say if anyone wants to try out making content.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. You're doing a great job with it, man. Keep killing it. I'm loving the videos.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. So a little shift. What's been one of the biggest struggles that you faced in your music journey, and a moment you thought about quitting?
That is a good question. I would have to say, like, after I made my first album, which was, if I could recommend to any new artist, just don't even worry about what your first songs are gonna be like. Just push out songs that are like, I actually listened to a couple of my old music earlier, like my very, very first songs that were just like demos, like ideas. And I still enjoy them. Just looking back, it's like, oh man, I won't forget, like I made this song and I was like, this is crazy. But after I made like my first album, like it was kind of hard to like be like, all right, so I don't want to just make like the same kind of stuff and just like kind of like, you know, copy and paste. I want to make something different. I want to make my own sound. I want to like, I want to be like more unique, but still also have like the inspirations that I have, and still kind of be similar to what the old album was. And it took a lot of years of like learning how to mix, like looking up videos online, going on YouTube. Is a lot of people do not utilize like YouTube, and just looking up on Reddit, and just also as well as like people think like you have to like pay for like, let's say like you know, like let's say like you have Serum and like people think you have to pay for presets. Really, there's like a lot of free presets online. Like if you go on Reddit, just look up like free presets, and people like put up a bunch of free presets. Obviously don't click on shady links, but other than that, Other than that, though, you could. I mean, that's serious. There's a lot of people. The music community has like a really supportive, and I think there was like some point at 2023 where I came up with Wonderlust and like that song by itself, and like I was like, man, this is kind of like the only song that I came up with. Is like I don't know if I should continue doing it because like it's been 2 years afterwards, and I did a lot of studying and like trying to figure out how to make my music sound maybe more professional and better. And it was like I only have this song come up with. I can't figure out with any ideas, and I think once I started like telling myself I need a break because like I surrounded myself around music for years, I need to take a break from it. Once I took that break a little bit, go outside, listen to sounds, listen to music, listen to new music that you don't usually listen to. Usually, sometimes just listening to new stuff that you wouldn't listen to like sparks ideas. And it also you might be like, oh, I actually really like this. And once I started like doing that, like giving myself breaks and not just like honing on not being on the computer for like 5 to 6 hours a day. Like as soon as I stopped doing that, music has been so much easier. Like tenfold easier just by taking myself a little break. So yeah, I think
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That was actually tying into my fourth question, which you answered, which was what helped you push through those hurdles. Obviously, taking a step back is what it was. Yeah. And I'm all for that. I think self-care is something that's really foreign to a lot of us, and especially as creatives, that's something we really need to work on more of. So I appreciate the fact that you were able to find that and you're sharing that with us because it's important. I'm trying to do it myself. It's a practice, we have to continue practicing it.
Yeah, pushing. Also, yeah. So you can also like add to your fourth question. You said like how do you push yourself through those moments? I would say like taking breaks is a good thing, but also tying back to what I said earlier was just like studying. Like really study like your DAW, study the genre, study what other people use, how to make their songs, study how to like use effects, study how to use like I use Ableton, and Ableton is a huge DAW. It's very intimidating, but like once you know how to utilize like all the plugins that are inside there, it is so fun. It's like a playground. Like I really describe it as a playground. It's such a fun DAW. Also, people might hate me for this. Ableton over FL Studio, in my opinion. It's a good FL Studio is good, but Ableton just way better. I wish Ableton had the beat patterns that FL Studio has, like the drums, like the drum thing.
The drum sequencer, yeah.
Yeah, the drum sequencer. I think if Ableton had that, it would be a full-on like sweep. So yeah, definitely study, definitely take a break, and also just be open to experiment. There's like effects on there where I was just like, I don't think I should use this, and that is, don't ever say that. Don't ever look at an effect and be like, I shouldn't use that. Because there's effects on there where I thought I was never going to use, and I use them, and I'm like, this is actually insane. This makes my music sound way better. This sounds really good on hi-hats. This sounds really good on the space that I'm working. Like, so experiment, study, and also make sure you get yourself a little bit of self-care, like break,
For sure. Yeah, so you answered questions 4 and 5. The last question was going to be your advice to creatives going through something similar in their dark times. Excuse me. I think you did a great job answering both of those questions. I love that you're showing us like those dark, I wouldn't even say dark, but just like those challenging times that you came across in your music journey. I think a lot of us do go through that where we're like, I don't know about this anymore. And we're just burning ourselves out. And I love the fact that you were able to reconnect. Experimentation is huge. Really breaking outside of that box that we put ourselves in is vital. So very well said, man.
Yeah. What was the last question?
The last question was for other creatives who might be in that same dark place right now. What advice would you give them?
I mean, kind of like what I said, just self-care, experimenting, and but I would just say make sure you like I say the biggest thing also, which I think some people really don't know, or or really don't talk about is just make sure your heart's in it, man. Like there's people that I've met that make music, their heart's not in it really. Like their music is like, I'm not saying you shouldn't like try to like see if maybe there's a career in music. Like if you're in it for the money, man, like that's great. Like, you know, but just because music might make you good money, it's really not worth it. It's really not. Like it's mostly just like a love and passion thing, man. Like I know for a fact, like 30 years, 40 years down the line, I'm 25 right now. If I'm 65 years old, I know I'm going to have like a keyboard with me right here. I'm still going to play music. I'll probably continue making music still, maybe. I don't know. But I know I'm going to still be playing instruments because I love music. I really, really, really do. Like music's just a huge thing. I used to think like sports was going to be my future when I was a kid. Like I loved soccer. I loved football. And then like, you know, but when I was stuck in like in a moment where it was like, you know, I don't think there's a future for me, or like there was like adversity against me a little bit, where I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. I gave up on it because I didn't love it. I didn't love it enough to where I didn't want to continue doing it. But music, I think, no matter what, even if people are saying like you're terrible, or like saying like negative things just to, like put me down, it's just like I don't care, man. Like I love music, even if I play terribly, I don't care. I love music so much.
Do you get that often? Because your music's really good. Sorry to cut you off, but your music's insanely good. It's hard to believe that people would tell you it's bad.
Well, there's people that don't really like electronic music, so I would get it. They're like more like folk or country, and I mean, I've still showed people that are into that kind of stuff. They're like, "Oh, I don't really like your music, but it's something that like it sounds pretty good," even though I don't listen to that kind of stuff. But there's people out there that are like, you know, just hating just to hate. They're just, you know, especially now these days, there's definitely a lot of crazy people that are just like, they just want to like push their own hate towards other people, and they think that's the best thing ever. And I don't know why. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah. What's your message to those people? Not the ones that only hate on your music, but the ones that just go and hate on anyone's music just because it's not like their taste, you know?
You know, I actually thought about this the other day. I don't think hating someone's music is a terrible thing. I think if you're trying to put someone down just because you dislike their music, it's a completely different thing. Like I don't even listen to those people. If I put it in like, cause you do music reviews, if I submit a song to your music and you're just like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is really bad. Like you have bad mixing, you know, the hats are they're not synced up right. There's too swingy. You really need to fix this. You hate the song. You have no malice to like want to push me down. You just hate the song and you want it to improve. Hating it to where it's just like, I hate electronic music, it's the devil's music. It's like, all right, man. Like I don't. You already said enough. I don't really need to hear what you have to say. Like it's not like even it's not criticism. It's just like you being miserable and putting it on others. You know. So it's like I don't need to hear that. I don't need to have that in my life. So I think, you know, if you want to put people down just because you don't really understand, or you just don't want to like see them succeed, then I mean that's your life, man. You can choose to do that if you want to. Nobody's going to tell you what to do, but there's definitely better ways to do your there's better ways to use your time than to do that. That's how I feel about it, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. Haters, use your time more wisely.
True.
That's the message right there. I love it, man. So is there any upcoming projects that you want to talk about, that anything you want to like just put out there that you want the audience to know?
Yeah, sure, of course. So there's like two things. One is like I've talked about a lot in my videos. The other one I haven't really talked about yet. So one thing I've been talking about a lot in my videos, I have an album called Wonderlust. It's like it's electronic music with some chill wave, drum and bass, house music, ambient music, just like the last one, but I feel like it's way more evolved. It's way more better mixed. I really put my heart into it. Like this took years into working on it, and the end result of it, like listening to it whole, putting it in the order that I wanted to be in, just like I'm really proud of it. I really hope you guys enjoy as much as I did making it. The album releases on September 19th of this year. So it should be, I believe, 3 months or 2 months away. I could be wrong on that. Actually, yeah, 2 months away. So it's 2 months away from now.
Awesome, Lee. Well, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. I know you have a busy schedule, and after this, you're about to run to work.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of great stuff. Now knowing that you're a behavior technician, it makes sense why your schedule's a little different. I get it. I hope everything goes well with you, and maybe we could do a part 2 sometime.
I would love to do that sometime, man. Yeah, I mean, give other people a chance first before we get to do a part 2, obviously. But I would love to do that and do a little follow up and see where this goes.
Most definitely. All right, man. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and give Lee a follow. Oh, drop your social media.
My social media. Well,
accounts.
I have a TikTok. It's Mr. Lee with 6 E's. I know Mr. Lee was already taken, but I have a link tree on that has like my Spotify, that has Instagram. Wow, I can't believe I forgot. Okay, so Fiverr's, Spotify, it has my TikTok on there. You'll be up to date with like what's going on with like my music, and also whatever content I'll be putting out. If you want to watch my content, that'd be awesome. If you do, if not, oh well. But if you do, I'll be happy to see you there, man.
Awesome. Love it. All right, y'all. Blessings. Thank you so much for tapping in. Until next time.